Hello. I wanted to come on here and talk about having the awareness of our mind, and becoming aware of our thoughts and our emotions, because I wanted to talk about how we are not our mind, we are not our thoughts, and becoming fully aware of that allows you to gain control and be consciously aware of what is going on throughout the day and why you're feeling the way you're feeling. If you're focused on the past, focused on the future, and just not being in the present moment, it's a game changer. That is really what started my transformation journey. It was healing my mind. And I'm also reading the book called The Power of Now, which is just completely amazing if you're able to read that. His name is Eckhart Tolle. I'm not sure if that's how you say his last name, but it's called The Power of Now. And what it really just, when I started reading it, it was just before I started my life coaching program, which is called EME, and it's about your emotions, mind, and your energy. That is why I resonated with the program so much and wanted to start this journey of life coaching, because I knew that is what I did, was focused on my mind and everything. And then reading this book, a lot of confirmation in this book is like, holy crap, that's what I did. You're becoming aware of your thoughts, and your thoughts are creating emotions. And a lot of the times we're not in the present moment. We're going back and forth, and it creates pain in our body that doesn't need to be there. So, and I did take some notes because I wanted to make sure, if you see me looking over, I want to make sure I went over everything. And I wanted to read just a little part from this book because it kind of aligns with the story that I wanted to tell you about myself as well. And really, when stuff started to click on seriously becoming aware of what goes on up here, you are allowed to gain this control and this awareness to where when you catch yourself, even having the negative thought patterns, or if you feel your mood shift, you're like, holy crap, like, why am I feeling this way? And then you can take action on that, change the thought patterns. What worked for me was sitting in stillness. I do a lot of meditations, or I did do a lot of meditations. I don't have to do it as often now. I will when I feel my mind kind of wandering, because it brings you back in that stillness, brings you back within, and into the present moment. So by doing that, you can, like, say if you felt your mood shifting and whatever's going on in that day, you having the awareness to be like, okay, something's off, I don't feel right. I need some me time, because I know a lot of times we're like feeling guilty or shameful of, or selfish. A lot of people look at it as like that, like taking time for yourself is being selfish, and it's not. When I started to become aware of everything that was going on in my mind and how I felt in my body, and it was like I needed to take a step back, whether that's going and taking a walk, or basically sitting in a quiet space where no one's needing me, it allows you, that is self-care. Like, it allows you to just kind of regroup yourself and be able to come back, because you can't be everything for everyone else if you're not taking care of yourself, and we should be top priority. So what I wanted to talk about first was, let's see. Okay, I wanted to go into my story too. So I wanted to read this, and then we'll kind of go into the story that I wanted to tell you. So when I do talk a lot about like going within, and if you've ever heard people say like, if you're looking outside of yourself, you're not going to find the answers. They are within. And it truly is the truth, because when you're in that stillness, like say if you do a meditation, or if you're trying to like quiet, once you do this, you will get better and better, and you will feel like the gaps, like you'll fill the gaps in between, to where when you're focusing more on what's going on up here, you will get better and better and better. And there's points now where it's like nothing's going on up in there, and I have control of that. And it does, you can feel the shift in your body and stuff. So it really is going within and sitting with yourself, because when you are doing that, when you're in the present moment, you're quieting all the noise up here. That's you, not all that other junk that's going on throughout the day that you're putting yourself down, or what if I did this better. That's not you. You is when you are sitting there and it's quiet and you are just fully connected to yourself. So that's what I want to try to help you gain control of that and become fully aware. But I wanted to read this. I know this is more like aligned for the women, but this is when stuff really started to click with me, because I used to have like really bad, negative self-talk. I had a lot of trauma that I was trying to heal from like childhood stuff, and like a lot of emotions. And it really is like acknowledging your emotions and like just fully releasing stuff and just really trying to focus on the now. So for this, it talks about like he calls it like your pain body, but really it's talking about things that you're holding on to, and that is kind of creating pain in your body. But it says, for many women, the pain body awakens particularly at the time preceding the menstrual flow. If you are able to stay alert and present at that time and watch whatever you feel within, rather than be taken over by it, it affords an opportunity for the most powerful spiritual practice, and a rapid transmutation of all past pain becomes possible. So, and then one more thing, the other thing I wanted to read. Once you have understood the basic principle of being present as the watcher of what happens inside of you, because you are being the watcher, you're observing your mind. You are the observer. Let's see. Okay, and you understand it by experiencing it, you have at your disposal the most potent transformational tool. So I'll say that one more time. Once you have understood the basic principle of being present as the watcher of what happens inside of you, and you understand it by experiencing it, you have at your disposal the most potent transformational tool. So for me, becoming aware of my thoughts and everything that was going on with me, and then taking the time to do the self-care when I would feel that shift in my body, was the game changer for me. Because if not, I'm just going to keep reliving it and never like releasing it or letting it go. It's just going to stay. So what I've noticed within our menstrual cycle, I look at it as this, and I've looked this up too. So say your ovulation time is your creativity, and that's when I feel the most creative. It is insane. Then when your menstrual cycle comes, it's a time for releasing. So if you ever notice, like, and with our hormones and everything, when you are coming up, to your menstrual cycle, you can find yourself being very tired, overwhelmed. That was a lot of the time for me when my emotions would get crazy. I was really just not like fully happy with whatever was going on. But the more that I became aware of that, and this is not just for your menstrual cycle, I wanted to read that, but that was the big one for me. This could be any time that you feel a shift in your mood. You notice, like, because when you're becoming aware of your thoughts, you're going to pay attention a lot more and get really good at this on when you feel all of that coming on, and you feel the shift in your mood. You need to learn to take self-care in that moment. That is what helped me the most. So say, that time of the month's coming up where I notice just one day, I'm like, I am really being triggered today. I am not feeling so hot today. I need to step away. And whether, like, a lot of times I just go walk. Meditations are good for like being in the present moment, but like for me to like feel good and like let go of stuff, walking, doing a workout, or just sitting in a quiet space where no one needs you. I have 4 kids, where no one needs you and no one's asking you to do anything. You have to do something for yourself, whatever that is. That could mean going and doing something that's fun. Whatever you prefer to do, that is good for you in that moment, allows you just to come back and feel better. So for me, the reason I wanted to mention our menstrual cycle is because the more that I became aware of it, and I was acknowledging my emotions and letting them flow through, and kind of like clearing out all that like stagnant and blocked energy, it got better and better, to where now, I want to be honest with you, it is very, very, very rare that I even have symptoms when my cycle's coming, because I feel like that's a time when we're releasing stuff. And if we're getting better and better at releasing that and in learning more self-care and taking full care of our mind and our body, we're not going to feel that each month. And that's just me. That's my perspective on it, because that's what I've noticed within myself. It is, and it's, again, it's not just with your cycle, it's with an everyday thing. Like just the other day, I had noticed, I was like, I'm just like a little on edge. I wasn't like, there was just like little things going on at home and stuff that were just kind of like piling up and kind of just not making me feel so good. And all I did was stepped away for like 15 minutes, went on a walk, and I was like, came back in, I'm like, yep, fully energized. And I'm like, that's what I needed, because you're becoming aware, you're feeling those shifts in your mood, and you're taking action on it. So that is key, and it really does make the world of a difference. So what I wanted you to try is basically like setting an energetic check-in. This, to me, I didn't really know I was doing this. I was really just I was being fully aware of what was going on up here, and like trying to just tell myself, okay, what am I just grateful for? If I'm always focused on the past and how I could have done better at this or how this went, think of something that you're grateful for. What's going good in your life right now? That's what helped me shift those negative thought patterns. But then also, like, setting an energetic check-in is something I had learned in my coaching program. I'm like, it's awesome, because I end up starting to do that as well. And it's like, the more that you become aware, it's going to become second nature. You're like, now I know everything that's going on up here. It is freaking amazing. So set an energetic check-in, like set a timer on your phone for every hour, every few hours. When that timer goes off, think, how do you feel? What is going on in your mind? What have you been thinking about? Is it negative? Is it from the past? Are you focused on the future? What is going on right now in the present moment, and how can you shift that? What are you grateful for right now? What are you thankful for? What's going good in your life right now? It's really just becoming aware, shifting those thought patterns, acknowledging your emotions, and just trying to stay present as much as you can. So I hope this helped you. I love talking about this stuff, because this is what helped me, was becoming aware of your thoughts. You are the observer. You're the watcher of it. It's not in control. Your mind's not in control. You are in control of that, and you can shift that. I hope you all have a great day, and just follow this page. I'm going to try to post some more YouTube videos that are longer, to try to just get some more messages out there that could help people. So if you like this, just subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll try to post some more as I can. All right, bye-bye.